Dally got the sauce. Yo.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Yeah, love that. Love that. Nice little addition. Uh, 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 uh. Dally got the sauce, yo. Oh, love it. Okay, so Dally got the sauce. That means you're back on another episode of the next show. And it's my show. So here we go. Okay, so we back. And so week 11 in the NFL has come and gone. And we had some pretty shitty picks. We'll get to that in a moment. Because the first thing I want to get to is this midweek segment that I like to call the weekly rundown. So, took a bunch of screen caps here of some of the most intriguing sports stories that have been reported around the globe. And so, yeah, I'm just going to tell you guys a bit about that and what I think is going to happen with all that stuff moving forward. And then we'll get to the duds of week 11. The duds! Because of course, there's no point in talking about like the correct picks. We all know what happened. We can read the score clocks. But the duds of week 11 coming up. We'll get all into that. We'll get all into that. All right, so the rundown here. Let's go. The thing I'm looking at here, the first story is, I guess, the World Junior Hockey Championship was supposed to begin. Usually begins around this time. Usually you have like Canada USA on Boxing Day or New Year's or whatever. So it's getting ready to roll. So they're trying to bring the kids in to start their mini and training camps and stuff like that. But I guess apparently they've ceased all that and they've all entered a 14-day quarantine after some positive tests showed up. So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I really hope they don't cancel the tournament because I like World Junior Hockey. It's some good stuff, and I definitely want to see it. So let's hope they can do everything safely, obviously, but let's make sure that we can get those kids on the ice to perform too. All right, next story that I screen capped from thescore.ca was Maradona, Argentinian striking legend for European football, and I guess South American football too. But the footy football, not the American football, the beautiful game of football. This gentleman passed away at 60 after suffering a heart attack. May he rest in peace. One of the greatest strikers who ever played, and an Argentinian legend, and he will be missed, by all of his friends and family that he made over the years, playing the game that he loved, and making a very good career out of it, and being recognized as the goat soccer player of the goat football player of Argentina. Man, he's Argentina's goat. Arguably, Messi's time will come, but until Messi actually retires, because there's still a lot that he can accomplish. Until he actually retires, Maradona is Argentina's GOAT right now. So may the GOAT rest in peace. Another story that I screen capped here was the NBA. They're postponing the 2021 All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis. I mean, that's significant just because the players are losing out on money, and the season's already been cut short and everything. So if you're anybody that follows the NBA, you've already seen what's going on in free agency. Actually, yeah, we'll stick with the NBA while I'm here, because I do want to get a bit into what the Lake Show's done, and more specifically what the Raptors have done. So staying with the Raps. They lost Serge and they lost Marc Gasol, who were key pieces to that championship title run. They will be missed, and they're, in my eyes, they're Raptors legends forever. And if there's going to be any kind of like Ring of Honor, they should definitely be enshrined. They should have their jerseys hung from the rafters. They should do something special for those guys because they played their asses off and they played well and they played hard. And that has to be recognized and immortalized in the annals of Toronto Raptors history. So they definitely need to do something for those guys. It's sad to see them moving on. It would have been nice to try and run it back, but just they wanted paydays and they wanted significant roles. So whatever, they moved on, and Masai Ujiri's answer to that was going out and getting Aiden Barnes from the Phoenix Suns, who addresses the need for the size that left. And a pretty decent rim protector. I don't know how well he shot or anything like that. They brought Boucher back as well. But I think Masai is not done. I think he still wants to leave the door open for Giannis too. Let's not forget that Toronto is still a front runner. With Masai's connection to Giannis, they're still a front runner to try to land this guy. So Masai doesn't want to get too crazy this year. For the hopes that Giannis, is able to become a free agent next year. So definitely wants to leave the door open for that. So Barnes still addresses the need for size and rim protection at a decent price, and it's a 2-year deal from what I read. So it gives Masai some flexibility as well with that deal. So it's a good deal. I like it. And as far as the Lakers are concerned, man, Schroeder, man, he's coming in. Rondo decided to dip because he wanted a payday. He got 2 rings with arguably the Eastern Conference's most recognizable and immortalized franchise, and he also won a championship with the Western Conference's arguably most sacred franchise. So I mean, he's got nothing left to prove. He earned himself the nickname Playoff Rondo for a reason, and he just wanted a big payday for how old he was, and he's going to get that in Atlanta, backing up Trae Young. So we'll see how that goes for him. And then getting Trez was nice because like LeBron said, they're getting a flat out dog, and they're rolling with some big dogs now. So this how LeBron works, man. He's working behind the scenes, just plucking guys, just seeing what's out there and seeing what the best fit is. So he's he's not just one of the greatest players of all time. He's one of the greatest GMs of all time too, because literally the guy is just making like tailor-made teams, just for him. So clearly he knows what he's doing, and he plays a lot of 2K basketball, so he probably has seen a way to navigate through trades and whatever and get the guys that might be the best fit for him and whatnot. So there it is, man. I think so far the Raptors have had they've had a so-so off season, getting ready to turn around and get back playing games again. But the Lakers have had a very nice off season so far, very nice. And Skate Bayless, if you're watching this, but if you are gonna watch this, you're so funny, man. I just love the way that you're reaching on the Clippers. Every freaking segment you have with Shannon on the Clippers versus Lakers. You're just reaching, bro, and it's hilarious, man. And then Chris Broussard comes in and shuts you down, and you're still reaching, bro. It's hilarious, man. Hashtag the GOAT of making me laugh. Skip Bayless, holla. But I digress. All right, guys. Oh yeah, man. And going back to the untimely at 60 years old death of Maradona here. I just want to circle back to that a little bit because on the tip of rest in peace and things of that nature and things coming to an end. R.I.P. Johnny Boychuk's career. Some news here just came through the wire that he's going to have to retire due to a severe eye injury that will prevent him from playing at an elite level. So, it's a shame too because like he really came on with the Islanders. Mikey, I gotta say, bro, Mikey, I feel for you, man, because I remember that Boychuk was actually the centerpiece of a trade in which you guys acquired him. And he's played very well for you guys, very well since he came over. Played well for Boston, played well for the Islanders, man. So, it stinks that that's gonna have to happen. Sorry. A correction on the centerman that the Raptors signed. I'm just looking at it now, actually, in the news feed. Baines, Aiden Baines, Baines, Baines. I don't know the first name. You guys are gonna have to tweet me or comment me on that one. But Baines, last name Baynes. Yeah, away from Phoenix, and they bring back Boucher, like I said. So yeah, those are some of the things that screen capped. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of things going on in sports, but those are the ones that I found most intriguing to me. And since it's my show, that's what we're going to talk about. All right, guys. So, and things of nature to talk about as well, being that it's my show, is Week 11 has come and gone in the NFL. And yours truly had made some picks on some games that were going down this weekend. So, my NFL big board is up in front of me. It's ready to go here for a nice little recap, and so am I. So let's have a look-see at the NFL big board and see what it brings us in terms of the score lines that we have available to us. Okay, so again, we're just going to go over the duds here, as I mentioned earlier. No sense in going over the good picks. We all know what happened. All right, so before I run out of film time here, which is going to happen very shortly. Okay, real quick. So, what we're talking about here? We're talking about, we're talking about the Lions, yo, the Lions. OMG. They just laid such a freaking huge egg, a zero. And I know that the Jets have been shut up, but the Jets are just absolutely incredibly inept, and they're hot garbage. Okay, until Adam Gase gets fired. Although they seem to be putting up some points lately, but that's neither here nor there. They're just trash, anyways. But yo, the Lions, man. I don't know if Stafford played or what happened, man. But like 20-0, man. And you guys did such a great job the week before, man. 20-0. Is this professional football? Is this professional football? Because last time I checked, this is supposed to be professional football, where you don't get shut out if you have a decent roster available to you and a half decent quarterback. Like, wow. 20-0, yo, and I picked the freaking Lions, man. Okay, well, the Lions on the road, man. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, and then let's see. What's the other fodder daughters I got here? Well, that was the only one of like the early-ish games. Oh yeah. Look, man, I don't even freaking want to acknowledge this because this is bullshit. Like, the Bengals at the team formerly known as the Redskins in Washington, okay? Joe Burrow gets hurt, and he has to be freaking carted off with a, torn ACL? And now he's done. His season's done. Let me bring the mic closer to me, bitch, on this one. This is bullshit. I'm telling you that if Burrow had stayed in that game, the Bengals would have won. And I guess we'll never know unless, we have a time machine and go back and tell Joe Burrow, hey, man, you better watch those knees, man, because they might get taken out. But lo and behold, here we are, and he loses or his team loses 20-9, and he has to end his season now. And he has to tweet that out to all his followers, like, oh, cry emoji face. My season is over. Man, just weak, man. Just weak bullshit. Okay, yeah, and then there was the 20-0 thrashing of the Lions, who just fucking literally laid an egg, a zero, an oval shaped egg. Oh boy. Yeah, and then we got a few losses, a few L's in a row here that I'm gonna have to take. And then the Chiefs came through. Obviously, that was great to put an end to my little skid there. And then, man, the Monday night. Okay, so we'll go over these real quick to end the show off here for the week. All right, so the Dolphins, man, I don't know what happened, what that was, man, but they went to Mile High and they only lost by a touchdown though. They only lost by 7 points. So that's the craziness of this week's game. Other than Joe Burrow getting hurt, and other than the Lions laying an egg, which they have been known to do from time to time. I mean, other than these things, we're talking about the picks that I made. We're talking about teams that lost by 7 points or less, 7 points, and then the rest were all field goals. So the Dolphins lose by 7 points. They lose by a touchdown. Close game. The Vikings at home lose by a field goal. Close game. The Pack lose on the road by a field goal. Close game. And the Bucks lose at home by field goal. Another close game. So there you go, guys. All close games that could have gone either way, overtime, whatever, a touchdown the other way. Like these were close games. The ones that I took L's on, with the two exceptions that I mentioned and why. But yeah, man. Other than that, decent week, whatever. We'll see what happens in week 12, guys. And with that said, look out for that upcoming episode, week 12, NFL picks, and we'll see what else pops up from here till now. From here till now? From here till then, when I make those picks. So stay tuned for that, guys. As always, I want to give a huge shout out to my wifey, Blue Kirsten. The show would definitely not be possible without you. So thank you so much for all that you do for myself and our baby girl, Sophia, my baby girl. I love you. You're the apple of Daddy's eye. You're amazing. You're wonderful. You just continue to get a little bit smarter every single day. And every single day, I love you a little bit more and more and more. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing, baby girl. I hope you're watching this and continue to watch it, and I hope all of you guys continue to watch it out there on YouTube land and beyond. So that's it for me. Stay tuned for the next episode of the next show. Holla.